me to get this finish on Piggy, all right? For me to get this finish on Gessler, the stud, I mean make believe that he's the stud, is I gotta do 5 things right. Crucial, I have to do these 5 things right. Have to. Number 1, when I hit the shot, cannot stress this enough. I have to be elbow deep behind his leg. Number one, I hit the shot, have to be elbow deep. My lock cannot be here or here. You're gonna see me right in a minute. Have to be elbow deep right there. That's number 1. Number 2, guys, he's gonna sprawl. Why? It's what the stud does. So as soon as he goes to sprawl, I know he's gonna sprawl. So as soon as my hands lock, here, guys, I know he's gonna sprawl, I'm pulling in and down. I'm pulling this way right here. Notice when I'm doing this. Right shoulder and right hip must get lower than left shoulder and left hip. Can you guys see that? As soon as I lock here, I'm pulling in and down. What I want is Piggy's left knee to land right beside my right knee. If his left knee's back here, guys, I'm extended, he's gonna beat me every time. So I'm gonna pull in and down. He's gonna fall to both knees, but I promise, this knee is gonna be right beside this knee. Number 1, hit the shot, elbow deep. 2, sprawl. I pull in and down right there. 3, really crucial step here. 3, I come off my knee, all the way goes right there to my right elbow. Also on number 3, right hip, lower than left. Right butt cheek, lower than left. It'll stay that way throughout the whole move. 4, I circle, right hip stays lower. I step my right knee right behind my elbow. 5, unlock my hands. Outside hand stays above the knee. I change level, butt cheek came down to my heel. We call it a head inside chase the ankle. We don't chase that ankle quite as much as we chase that far knee. Again, 1, elbow deep. 2, pull it in down. 3, all the way goes there to my right elbow. 4, circle, step over. 5, unlock. Outside hand stays above the knee. Inside hand stays under his butt. And drop. Hey guys, I've been showing this for probably about 40 years of my life. 35 years of my life. And here's what I found out. Most people, they screw up the odd ones. They're either gonna screw up 1, they're gonna screw up 3, or they're gonna screw up 5. Hey guys, I just hit the perfect setup on him. Beat his left arm. I hit a head inside single, but I don't lock elbow deep. All right, just got a great shot. And all of a sudden, guys, instead of me locking here, I lock here, where there's space. Watch what's gonna happen. I'm still gonna pull a knee down beside my knee, but I want you to notice my position. What changes? Here, he falls. Look what happened. All the weight just went to my head, left shoulder, and left knee, and left hip. There, Piggy's just gonna bump his hip into me. I think he's gonna win that scramble. All because I didn't wrap elbow deep. Guys, number 5, guys, I see so many little kids and high school kids. I even see college kids do this. It drives me nuts. We did everything right. We get all the way to right here. We step over. And all of a sudden, instead of me changing levels and staying low, under his butt, all of a sudden, high school kids start driving up. He can even help pull my arm up over his waist. What becomes effective is a whizzer. He's going to whizzer me down, limp his leg out. Now I got to fight a front headlock. Always, always, always be under his butt. I never come up over top those hips. Right here. That makes sense? Guys, number 3 is the tough one. We got to spend a little time here. On number 3, I say I want your right elbow down. Why? So I can't square up with it. Real simple. Right elbow's down. Also crucial, guys. Right hip has to be lower than left hip. Right hip has to be lower than left hip. If ever Piggy's on both knees, that means his hips are level, I can beat him. Well, I got more things to beat him with. I can front quarter. I hate that move. I can do the Nybert, what we did the other day, or I can just tap him down and beat him that way. Cannot do any of that if he's right here. Here, can't front quarter, can't tap him down. There he steps over. There he stays under my butt, and he chases it. Hey, y'all. I get in arguments with all kinds of college coaches. I'll have 8 or 10 college coaches come to my camp. Why? They're recruiting somebody. They're in the area. Hey, Jordan, got to swing by. You got any hammers at your camp? Yeah, I got a couple. I got a 3-time state champ going for his 4th from West Virginia. He's a good dude. Swing by and see him. Next thing you know, guys, they always want to say, hey, you teach, I want to see your head inside single. I hear you show it different than what most people do. And I said, I've been showing the same head inside single for the last 35 years. I do know one thing. We've won 17 straight state titles and 3 national titles with it. So I think what I'm showing is correct. So I get in all kinds of arguments with college coaches. And I'm not saying I'm right and they're wrong, but I know that I'm right and I know that they're wrong. All right, and here's what I'm talking about. Well, classic example on this. David Taylor. David Taylor came home a senior year from Penn State and goes, hey coach, can I drill with Bo over Christmas? I said, yeah, Bo's a senior in high school. They go up and drill, and man, watching David Taylor drill, guys, David and my son Bo, they were freaks drilling. And all of a sudden, David comes up to me and says, coach, I can't get my head inside single anymore. What do you mean you can't get your head inside single? He says, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Do you know? I sat there and thought about it for a second. I go, I know. And David's really into technique. He goes, what am I doing wrong, coach? So, well, it's got to be one of three things. It's either got to be your set, your shot, or your finish. He's like, well, then I watched him drill. Here's what David was doing. And here's the argument I get with college coaches. Hit a head inside, perfect position right here, right hip slower, and then he goes and steps over. And then all of a sudden, he takes his left hand, drops right down the shoelace. You guys see that? And they always say these two words. College coaches always say these two words. Shuffle. Pulls up with a shuffle. Oh, that looks good. Looks pretty. Drop it curl. Guys, I'm telling you, if I thought shuffling it worked better than what I'm showing you, I guarantee you I'd show shuffle. But all of a sudden, I saw David do it, and I go, David, why are you shuffling? He goes, I don't know, just the last couple of years, coach, I take my outside hand and drop down to the shoelace. I go, everybody in college scrambles. You guys all know everybody in college scrambles. I said, do guys ever do this? When you unlock here, and you put that hand down there, does anybody ever do this to you? I shove his head down, and now I park my 173.1, that's what my fat butt weighed this morning, right up on top of his back. Or the big one, the big scramble one, is this one. David, guys never do this. He goes, coach, right there is what everybody does. They high leg over, they lock in the crotch, they're driving forward. Every time, coach, my head inside single ends in this right here. Still. I go, how about what we did in high school? Real simple. Once you step over here, when you unlock your hands, this left hand stays right here. Guys, you've got my hip locked out, I promise. Between my hip and my knee, that leg's locked out. No way I can get my fat butt up on his back. No way I can high leg over. There, he just chases it. Does that make sense, guys? One more position. I'm sorry it takes so long. Alex Marinelli. I gave him the nickname Bull when he was 8 years old at my camp. I called him Raging Bull. We ended up shortening to Bull. Why? Because he's a bull. Russ was at Iowa, 4-time state champ for me. The last match he lost was his sophomore year. He lost at Graham High School in a duel with a team that we can't stand. Lakewood St. Ed's. That's our big arch rival. Marinelli, I thought he was going to get a major. We got 2,000 people at Graham High School, which is about 7 miles that direction. Next thing I know, guys, I think we were ranked third in the country. St. Ed's was ranked 4th or 5th. We had a barn burner. We won the duel, but Marinelli lost. Here's what Marinelli did. First 7 seconds of the match, Marinelli comes out, hits a head inside single. Stepped all the way over, had a guy that really scrambled really well. I want you to know this Gessler's lock. Can you guys see his lock? It's on the mat. Can you guys see that? As soon as Marinelli hit a head inside single, his lock was on the mat. Guy from St. Ed's, really good scrambler, shoved Marinelli's head down, did this with his left knee. Where he beat the lock. And the guy from St. Ed's stuck his right leg up, rest over, caught our far ankle, hipped in, spun around behind. Within the first 10 seconds, Marinelli's getting beat 2-0. Marinelli's a bull, stands up, cuts, hits another head inside single 10 seconds later. Left his lock on the mat. Guy from St. Ed's beat the lock, stepped up. The guy took Marinelli 3 times the first period. I wanted to go out and choke Marinelli, and I love the guy. I'm screaming, bull, curl your hands on a head inside single. Marinelli came all the way back, and I think got beat 11-10. Or he was down 6-2 at the first period. Guys, to stop all that, I tell my guys, never put your hands on the mat. When we pull in and down, when I pull in and down that single, my elbow hits, I'm doing this. I call a little hand curl. And what that does, it locks that leg down. So all my wrestlers now, every time we hit a head inside single, look at Piggy's lock. Hands on here on the mat, little bitty curl right there. He's got my hip locked out. I can't beat it. Then when he unlocks his hands, he's right there, and he chases it. One more time, we'll try it. Inside tie, collar tie, head inside single. Remember 5 things. Elbow deep, pull in and down. Right to my elbow, right hip lower. Got a good hand curl. Step over, change level, stay above both knees, and drop. Partner, I want you to do 2 things. When he hits the shot, partner, and gets the leg, all I want you to do to help him out is drop to both knees. Also, partner, I don't want you to go to a shin wizard yet. We'll go to shin wizard here in a minute. We'll show you how to score from there. So I just want you to put your hand in his armpit. Does that make sense? This shot finish has won us more state titles, I promise, than any other shot. I am going to keep reiterating. Let's go.